my name is Anna. I am from Orange County, but I go to school in Seattle, Washington.
My name is Natasha, and I'm from Orange County, California.
Yes, I have Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, LinkedIn, I think more, probably.
I have Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Facebook.
I am familiar with I guess where I'm from particularly, like the white Westerner, blonde, tan skin, fit, yeah, like that kind of beauty standard. And then there's definitely, like, depending on where you are in the country, different beauty standards for where you're from. But that's kind of what I'm familiar with in Orange County, and then some variations of that for Seattle too, but definitely not as intense with the beauty standards up there.
Quite a few. I mean, people are really into, like, being fit and, like, I guess I like to focus on my hair, getting it done. I don't know.
Yes, I think that having social media, you don't get like an accurate portrayal of how everyone looks all the time, and you also don't really get a break from social media, so it's definitely something that can stress you out, even when you don't want it to.
Yes. Because I feel like in the era of, like, social media, I'm always comparing, which is not the best.
I think that it is. I've noticed a lot of younger people on social media, and I've noticed a lot of, like, beauty standards and beauty trends impacting younger people. And I know that I don't personally know that many, like, younger kids, but I think particularly with, like, celebrities and, like, younger kids like that, I've seen over the years, like, people who are young celebrities dressing up a lot more, and I don't know, like, they're caring a little bit more about their appearances than at least the kids that I was used to growing up with.
Yeah, more so than it would have, yeah. I would hope not, but I mean, I think it's a matter of, like, it makes you feel a different way, and the way you uphold yourself allows people to treat you differently.
Hi, I'm Jules, and I'm a junior at Georgetown University right now, and I'm currently on mainly Instagram and YouTube, and I kind of dabble in TikTok. I think it changes when I'm in different countries. So when I'm in Korea, like, I do see, like, super more, like, really skinny people, and, like, they like to edit their photos really white. And there's, like, a certain way that each person edits in Asia, I feel like. Then when I go to America, it's, like, a lot more of a tan aesthetic and a lot less editing. I mean, like, I think I use Instagram mostly to post and to see what my friends are doing. So those kind of beauty standards don't really affect me because I don't follow or actively look at a lot of other, like, influencers or celebrities. I think I mostly go on, and my feed is mostly, like, people I actually know in real life and, like, non-human things like nature or, like, animals. So I'm, like, less affected by it, and also because I do a lot of photo shoots for Instagram and, like, whatnot, I know, like, the process of, like, makeup, hair, and then editing, and so I know that what's actually on there isn't what the person actually looks like in real life, and I think that helps me get a better perspective than a lot of other people. I know that like, the TikTok, and when you enter Korea, it changes, and so there's a lot of, like, face editing and, like, morphing things that go on so that you can Photoshop all the videos, and, like, I don't see that feature as much when I'm in the States, and so in Korea, I do know that a lot of kids who become TikTok influencers using those filters, and then it accidentally turns off during a live or something, and then they're met with so much backlash because, like, their followers feel, like, betrayed, I guess. And I feel like in that way, like, it's teaching people that, like, you need face filters or editing to be beautiful, and I feel like that can be really harmful, especially for younger people. But yeah, I mean, in America, like, I guess the most famous people are, like, Charlie and Dixie, and, like, they don't really use those, and so I would say that it depends on where they are. I don't think I've seen this actively in the workplace just because I'm not like a model or someone working in that industry. I do think that there's a lot of implicit bias, and I remember in like our freshman seminars, we read a lot of studies and case studies results where employees were a lot more likely to get hired when they are attractive as opposed to when they aren't. And I think that's because people count on first impression a lot, and a lot of the times it's implicit because you're not actively trying to pick the pretty person, you're just a little bit swayed by that subconsciously. But then in industries like modeling or like fashion, I would say that like pretty privilege is definitely a thing, especially in modeling. Like that's their job, so I wouldn't really say that's pretty privilege. I think like to be a doctor you need to be smart, to be a lawyer you need to be smart. Every job has their own qualifications, and it's a little harsh, but I do think models do have the qualification that they have to be born a certain height, a weight class, a certain type of physique. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely a thing. And yeah, you can find a lot of results that life is easier. It's easier to get hired. Like people have better impressions of you when you are thinner or prettier. I feel like apart from like people who are already kind of celebrity level and doing Instagram like that, apart from those people, there's a lot of like micro influencers that are either social activists, or like a lot of them are like body positivity activists, like period movement. A lot of people who are going viral now are either invested in an NGO or in their own type of cause, and they do talk about that a lot. And so I think there's a lot of authentic, like down to earth people, especially like Gen Z people that you can follow, like Nadia Okamoto or like Deja Fox, who's trying to become the first, the female POTUS in the future. And I do think like that's the next trend of influencers. Like we're definitely past the like super pretty like model faced people. I think we're trying to get into like people who actually want to make a difference. And there's a lot of social activists that have been going viral on TikTok these days too. So I think they're a good way to kind of keep social media healthy. Oh, and there's this girl called Amelie Zieber who I think she's supposed to be a freshman at Georgetown now. But at first I just thought she was one of those like Instagram models, but she's actually like really heavily invested into politics, and she has her own newsletter and her own business. So even if like you are really born naturally pretty and you do look like that, you can have your own niche. So I think a lot of people are actually developing their own niche now, and so it's important